I would like to invite on the stage an expert when it comes to mining cryptocurrency. Someone who is a very well dancer and a speaker. He will be talking to you about MineBest, the future, the past, and what you can expect in the upcoming weeks. I would like to invite on the stage the Vice President of our strategic partner, MineBest, Peter Tulczynski.
Woo! All right. Now this is what I mean when I talk about an audience. Yes. Okay, more. I need more inspiration. Come on. Okay, I haven't said a word yet, so you don't even know if I'm going to say something sensible. So, okay. But let's start because hello world, welcome everybody speaking English all around the world and joining us via Zoom. I'm very, very happy that you're here. Of course, you cannot feel the heat of the audience here, but let me assure you, it's getting hot in here. Okay, so my name is Peter. I'm the Vice President of MineBest, and let's talk about MineBest. It is the most exciting part, for sure, of the whole ecosystem, but I might not be completely objective. Okay, so just a little bit of history. It all started back in 2017, and the person who created it was this handsome gentleman that is now trying to walk away, not to be seen, Eyal Avramovich, who started it in there he is, in late 2017. And this was the start of an incredible success story, and I really think we should not underestimate how much of a success it has been. So, of course, we build, operate, and manage data centers, mining facilities, but recently we are more and more also diversifying into blockchain-based products and services. A bit of statistics. I'm not going to bore you with the past too much. I'm going to look towards the future, but a bit of statistics are important all the time. First of all, 5 mining facilities currently, total operational capacity of 160 megawatt, but we are constantly looking to expand. And I know, yes, we've been saying that for quite some time, but I will explain to you why that is, in short. 200 megawatts is the potential expansion that we're looking at, and the focus areas are currently South America and Eastern Europe, for your information. And of course, the success of MineBest that started out 2 years ago as a little startup, basically, and grew into a global industry leader, because trust me, other mining companies are literally following our steps because we are one of the biggest mining operations outside of China. The success would not have been possible, of course, with a very dedicated team of people that is working 24/7 behind the scenes. And currently, there's more than 300 people that are associated and working towards projects of the MineBest brand around the globe. All right, a few farms. You all know these pictures, I guess, but for the people at home that don't know yet, these are some of our mining facilities in Kazakhstan. But I will show you a little video soon. We did something to help you, because obviously in COVID times we are quite restricted in our movement. We cannot go everywhere. We have to, unfortunately, stick to our local habitats, let's call it like this. But of course, you are curious to see how mining works, how it all evolves, how it all continues. So we've done something. We've created live cams of our facilities 24/7. You can use the QR code or go on the website and have a look. Knock yourself out. Watch this for 10 hours straight. It's not going to be that exciting. It's machines that, you know, bleep and they have all kinds of lights going back and forth. But at least you will see what is actually happening in our mining facility in Kazakhstan. All right. So before I continue, let's show you a small video from our biggest facility, the 50 megawatt facility in Kazakhstan. And I got lost a bit in the thing. All right. There we go. Enjoy. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. It always makes me, I don't know if it's the music, if it's the sun that we see on the video, or if it's the fantastic, impressive mining facility and all the machines going on, that sort of makes me happy when I see this. So I hope you had the same feeling at home. And I know that if I would have asked, and I forgot, the Arab audience here to dance with me, then they would have probably stood up and danced. But also, I was, sorry, forgot. We can do it later. We can do it later. We'll do it. Anyway. I'll keep you to that. Anyway, so now for some serious stuff, okay? Because actually, guys, it is a pretty complex and time-intensive operation to build and operate such a mining facility. It is really not an easy matter. It takes, first of all, time, as I said, but it takes a lot of money as well, and it is a very complex logistical process. It is very important for you to realize you cannot just take electricity from a power plant and plug it in straight to the containers with the ASIC machines. You need to put in sub-steps. You need to put in 2 steps in between to change the high voltage into low voltage electricity. And MineBest always needs to do that when they start to build up an operation and a mining facility. So we need to invest in substations, and we need to invest in transformers to change the high voltage electricity into a low voltage electricity. And in fact, in 2019, MineBest invested more than $150 million in infrastructure. And last year, in 2020, despite all of the COVID problems, we invested more than $300 million in infrastructure. Okay? So that is a pretty impressive amount. And let me just tell you as well about the complexity of the operation. So what happens? You start to build up a mining facility. What do you do? Well, first of all, you need to negotiate for land with the government. Secondly, you need to negotiate for electricity with the electricity provider. You need to buy the ASIC machines. You need to import them. You need to deal with tax. You need to deal with customs. You need to deal with legal issues, right? Then, after that, you need to unpack all of the arrived machines. You need to basically plug them in, maintain them, make sure that it's uptime all the time, that they are working properly. This can take even up to 2 years to finalize and to finally make a mining facility operational. And this is one of the main reasons why we're not constantly updating on new mining facilities, because we are negotiating, and these are sometimes long and difficult negotiations, right? And it's a lot of back and forth. Sometimes they even break down. And that is the reason why it takes just a lot of time. And we don't want to just update you with any kind of news and then we say 2 weeks later, sorry guys, it's not going to work. So anyway, suffice to say that the focus areas currently are, as I said, South America and Eastern Europe. And we are working very hard behind the scenes to make this into a reality very, very soon, okay? Another important piece of the puzzle is, of course, the hardware. Okay, so obviously we have the beautiful infrastructure, we have the sun in Kazakhstan, or the snow sometimes, unfortunately, but inside we have the ASIC machines, and this is basically the brain of the operation. This is where it all happens. The ASIC machines are the ones that are actually doing the cryptocurrency mining. And the most common types that we have are the 3 types that you see over here. And why am I showing you this? Because I actually want you to understand the basic parameters, let's say, of mining machines. And these are actually quite simple. You really, next time when you meet somebody and they talk to you about ASIC machines and they go like, oh, terahash per second and what consumption and whatever, you will know what to say. First of all, the first number is the terahash per second. It basically just tells you how powerful is this computer. How fast can you calculate? Okay, that's very simply said. And the rule is very simple. The higher this number, the better. Okay? The second number is the power consumption. Okay, so it's calculated in watts. And here it's the opposite. The lower the number, the better. So, in result, you get the following. The higher the first number, the lower the second number, the more efficient this machine is operating. Okay? And the more profitable, obviously, your operation gets, and the better deal MineBest can provide to its strategic partner, Mining City. Okay? All right. So, but it is very important also to realize that MineBest is not by itself in the world, right? We have a huge crypto ecosystem that we are a big part of. It is a bit like a family, you could say it. It has been maturing as an industry. A lot of industries have matured in the past. And what happens at the beginning, you have this typical curve where there is a few early adopters, just a few, it slowly grows, and then suddenly there is this huge influx of new people. It's 50, suddenly half of the world population is into it, right? And that is what is actually happening right now with crypto, as we speak. And I'm not talking about the pump of Bitcoin or the price of Bitcoin. It is more the structural and mental changes that are happening behind the scenes. And I want to share a few of the developments with you because we feel as MineBest that this is a really good time right now for crypto, and we are definitely riding this wave, and we will be riding this wave in the near future. So what happened in the last few months, or in the last year, let's say? Give you a few examples. Germany, generally, traditionally, quite a skeptical country when it comes to cryptocurrency. They have actually allowed all of their banks to now receive, store, and sell digital assets. That's a huge change in mentality right there, okay? A lot of companies, Tesla, we all know it, right? We've probably heard the news. They invested $1.5 billion into cryptocurrency. Apple just announced they will invest $5 billion into cryptocurrency. Companies are literally scrambling right now to get into this space. And I'm not even talking about the typical investment companies like Grayscale or Guggenheim or BlackRock. They've been eyeing this sector for a long time now. It is literally the sort of new kids on the block that are now joining the crypto revolution. And it is very important for all of you to realize that being a strategic partner with MineBest, you have been the early adopters as well of this system. You are 2 years ahead compared to the rest of the world that is just now starting to really discover the potential of crypto. It's not just companies, it's also governments, it's also institutions. But it's not just about the money flow, right? Because cryptocurrencies would basically be sort of a speculation if it weren't for the use cases, if it weren't for the usage that you have with cryptocurrency. And here, institutions or companies like PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard are coming in. PayPal announced that it will enable its people, its clients, to buy and sell cryptocurrencies via its account. But more importantly, it will enable its clients to use cryptocurrencies as a payment option within its accounts. Okay, that is a huge thing. Secondly, Visa announced an API pilot for banks globally. That's also very big because, of course, it touches upon the entire financial sector. And MasterCard is following suit because, simply said, nobody wants to be left behind right now, okay? So what has happened in the past months, the market cap of crypto has skyrocketed to more than $1 trillion. And that is money. That is a huge amount of investment that is going towards this ecosystem. But more importantly is the final thing on this slide. In my opinion, it's the mentality change. Look at this tweet from the International Monetary Fund. It was January the 14th, so that's roughly, let's say, a month ago. And the IMF tweeted and said, guys, are digital currencies really money or not? 100,000 people responded. That's pretty representative, I would say. And 80% said yes. And I can tell you, I am pretty sure the IMF did not expect this overwhelming victory for cryptocurrencies. I think they thought, a lot of people would say, yeah, you know, let's see, wait and see. But here is the proof. People are actually starting to change their idea about cryptocurrencies, and they're getting used to the idea that this is actually becoming a reality right now. So again, MineBest definitely is eager to ride this wave. We've been doing so for the last years, and together, its strategic partner, Mining City, can also profit from that, obviously, right? Okay, back to MineBest. I've talked a bit about the past. I've talked a bit about what happens around the world. Let's now focus on what MineBest is planning for the near future. One of the things that we want to do is create our own mining ecosystem. Okay, so the first step towards that is the ASIC machine. We're currently producing our own ASIC machine. We're not building it yet, but we're prototyping it. We're discussing chip production. But it's not going to stop there. We're going to take it further. We're doing container design, we're doing mining facility design, and we're doing mining pool management software. And this will enable us to keep everything within one ecosystem, being less dependent from manufacturers, from software providers, and so forth. Being able to expand fast, being able to expand more dynamically as the situation or the market requires, okay? So that is one thing that we're looking forward to very much. Another thing, and here comes the diversification into play. And this is all due to the fact that we have an engineer and a serial inventor as our CEO, Eyal, who comes up with these visionary ideas that are generally addressing certain problems in society, certain niche areas. This stunning thing, this stunning luxury urban vehicle, is currently being prepared. And it's, of course, a complex process. It is a car, right? So it will take some time to produce it, to build it. But this beauty could actually, and it looks like it's coming from Back to the Future almost, this beauty could be driving across your streets by the end of 2022, if everything goes well, of course, and we'll keep you updated. So that's the Lea Gabriel, that's the name of the luxury urban vehicle. And last but not least, and this will definitely blow your mind, space mining. Okay, it sounds like we are trying to recreate the movie Back to the Future, which, by the way, is one of Eyal's favorite movies, I guess, because he will speak about that also during his presentation. But no, we don't want to recreate the movie, but we're definitely a daring company that wants to do new things, right? We're a daring brand that wants to create something more for this world. And space mining is of course, an extremely complex operation. And we will not be updating you on a monthly basis on this because it will take some time to do this. It's a very costly, very difficult operation to succeed. But we're planning to do it. We're planning to launch a satellite with an ASIC machine into space. It will be powered by free solar energy, and it will have also 2 satellites that will give us a beautiful view of the satellite and Earth, of course. And it will mine cryptocurrencies from space. And that will be a unique feature. Yes, thank you very much. I was just checking if you're still not sleeping. Thank you very much for confirming this. Anyway, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good because you have a lot of presentations to go through. Whew. It's gonna be a long day. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's gonna be very interesting. You will see. Anyway, this is space mining, and I want to leave you with one last thought. Let's say. You know, whenever you do anything in your life, really, you basically always have to sell yourself, right? Everything that you do is, in a way, sales, because we always interact with other human beings. Okay, a little bit less now during COVID, maybe, but we still do it. And when you, for example, try to apply for a job, obvious example, you have to sell yourself, right? When you try to find a good business partner, you have to sell yourself as a credible partner, right? When you try to find love, then you also have to sell yourself, basically. So everything is basically about sales. And here's the thing. The only way that you can sell yourself is, of course, via credibility. This is one of the key features. And it definitely helps in any kind of situation if you have a credible partner that is backing you up, okay? And this is exactly what Mining City has in MineBest. MineBest has grown from, as I said, a relatively unknown startup in Poland to one of the global industry leaders in the field of cryptocurrency mining. And we are definitely here to stay to back up our strategic partners like Mining City. And again, I welcome you to look at our new website, which is coming soon, by the way, to follow all our updates, and of course, to dance. Nothing? Okay. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope it was useful. Take care and see you around.